Hi guys, I'm just over here because I'm wanting to talk about this new game that's coming out 7th of December, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, and also shout out to these channels for providing the videos that you see in this video. Now first off, I want to talk about the Ecron and getting your Ecron. In the last few games, we never have the experience to witness a whole variety of colors of Ecron, and the games just give us an Ecron of their choice and we have to stick with it throughout the game, because in the last one there was a blue one and now there's this one. As you can see, there's a yellow one over here. That would be a better variety and a better choice in my opinion to pick over just picking one color all the time. And there's 4 other yellow ones at the back, which is basically just the game trying to tease us in a way. And I was so upset at that, and it's just I hope it changes. And this is just a demo, but also this is bad, guys. We can't have this in a 2023 game. Yes, I know it's a demo and it's probably just a glitch and an error for the demo, but I'm gonna pinpoint that out. And also let's talk about the names. The names are fantastic. In my personal opinion, I would prefer to maybe write a name, but this is still good. And I like that you can pick a name because maybe an indecisive person, which I am. You can find a difficult time and you want a Navi name or you want an English name, and I think that name system is perfect. Now let's go on to the flying. The flying is perfect. I feel that it's amazing. Got all the controls on the side. When you're falling, you can call your Ecron, and I just feel like that's just a fantastic experience. I like that they've also showcased that you can customize your Ecron as well, and who knows, maybe they will change it around and maybe you can actually change the colors of your Ecron, and that's only just for the start. But in my opinion, I would prefer if we had an interactive experience when we first get our Ecron, like there was in the first Avatar movie with Jake and his Ecron and battling it out and then showcasing their bond with one another, and then finally the Ecron accepting Jake, and then they get to go and fly off, because it really just makes that experience so much better. Yeah, it would be nice to change the colors as well, but it would just feel a lot better in my opinion. I don't know, everyone else can maybe feel the same way, but it would feel better to know that was your Ecron and you keeping it the way it is and it's gonna stay the same. But I don't want the same color. I don't want my Ecron to be the same color as everyone else's who has the game. Like, that's my opinion. And as you can see that in this first game of the Avatar game by James Cameron, we had about 7 blue ones all in the same area. And in my opinion, this scene right here should be very similar, like the Ecron's showing and stepping yourself up to you trying to step up to it. Maybe make it so like if you're running around, you press an R1 to climb on, or you battling it out until you eventually make the bond and then you guys fall off the ledge with one another, or you seal the first flight. Like, make it more interactive. That's what I would prefer in an Avatar game, and especially one that is this close, amazing texture and all of these game mechanics. I feel that they could really go out with the interactions with the animals and make it exactly how the movie was, and to make us feel like, oh my soul, this is exactly what happened in the movie, and I feel like I actually am in the movie. Now let's do some reference to the movie. So in my opinion, if they added this into the game, while we're busy walking, you get all of them roaring and screaming at us, and the closer we move to a different one, then that one will walk away, or that one will fly away, because that's not the one that's going to choose us. And then eventually we get to the one that is going to choose us, and I'm just throwing it out there, it could be an AI generated one. So out of, let's say there's 20 of them on the mountain, the AI randomly picks one of the 20, and each one of them is a different color, but they pick one of the 20 and then it's yours. And that happens for every single person who buys a game. Each color for them is going to be different, so the AI will pick a different one. Yeah, maybe you might end up with the same one, but what I'm saying is that at least we won't have the same color as every single other person. That's my opinion. And then make it more interesting. The way that we get the Ekron, make it more or less like what Jake's doing now. The fight scene, I prefer this one because it's more of a you had to make an effort in order to get your Ekron to accept you. Like more intrigued and more interested and ready to play this game, in my opinion. And I feel like maybe when your Oak's running around, you can, those fight scenes in other games, I'll try and find an example, but where you click R1 or square and X and you got to time it just right, otherwise they hit you or they hurt you. That would be interesting, and then that's how you can make the bond. And once you've made the bond, that's when you start to fly. A lot of people would tell me that it's a no-brainer, and I agree. We need Taruk in this game, guys. Please. The fact that Jake was able to mount him, and the fact that in the last Avatar game that we could play as him, it was terrible that we could only play with him for one mission. What I'm saying is that if this is an interactive world, which it is, please make it so that he's just flying around, and then when you have a little bit of free time with your character, if Taruk happens to show up, there can be a way where you can make it difficult, but there could be a way, and there can be a chance that we can make him our Ekron, and maybe permanently, but it's all up to the devs. But I feel that would be an amazing included part into the game, and that would just make the overall experience of this whole game so much better, to just be flying around on Taruk, because only had about 5 other people, including Jake, to ride him, and that is an incredible thing. And I'd just be amazing if we could also share that experience. Please, 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 it would be a nice idea. Don't know, maybe the devs have got other plans, but if you would add Way of the Water and title it something different, if you could make this a DLC pack to the game later on in the stage, I think it would be so much cooler. Understand, in our one we are forest people, but we can be exactly how Jake and his family were. We can come in forest people with reef people, do a whole bit. We can learn their ways, learn how to do everything the way that they did, and respond and make it a whole nother experience. And I feel like that would just add so much more content to the game, and it would just be another aspect to introduce. And maybe we can meet them before Jake and their family did, and we could interact with another reef tribe instead of this one. And it could be like that sort of difference, because it does take place in between the first and second movie, and that's what my opinion is. I feel like that would be such a cool DLC to add as extra content later on in the stage, of course, because this game hasn't even come out yet. It's 7th of December, and I feel that it'll just be such a cool addition to add. And yeah,